Hello and welcome to everyone. Welcome, guys. I'm the Bulgarian Cowboy speaking. We are now gonna go live with these picks and predictions, and I will try to get into the spirit of things as much as I can. I will try to, I had to kick off a bit earlier because of I got stuck with some schedules and obligations, so I was pretty much forced to kick off earlier, but nowadays I think we're gonna discuss this fight card pretty much lightly, and I do have a feeling this is going to be a great discussion. So let's kick off. With the predictions. Maybe some bouts have been changed. This is like not the greatest card you want to see, but to me every single card is better. So I'm gonna see how this gonna go in UFC Fight Night Makhachev versus Green. I just need to open best fight odds to see which predictions might actually work, and that's it. Where the hell is it? Oh yeah, there it is. There we go. Okay, Carlos Hernandez versus Victor Altamirano. Still, I picked over 2.5. Altamirano versus Hernandez. Over 2.5 is minus 175. That's what I picked. That's the value I picked initially in the first place. And also got to say that Altamirano, believe I explained everything. You can check all my prelims playlists, etc. But I want to pinpoint that I've seen some really good stuff on the end of Victor Altamirano, and he fought very well at LFA. The guy might not be a knockout artist, but I think these two guys are gonna fight until the last dying breath. So side pick Altamirano to win plus 105. Fight goes the distance. This is also another entertaining pick for this bout. Fight goes to decision minus 150. Altamirano decision. Okay, I'm writing everything so you can re-scroll. I'm not gonna hide anything and don't care much. Altamirano decided no. Altamirano decision plus 220. And these are odds. Marco announced who is he fighting next? Who's gonna be his next opponent? Marco's next opponent. Who is it? Then transition to the next fight. Ramiz Brahimaj, Michelle Gilmore. Brahimaj 100% to win. Brahimaj to win. Minus 365 used to be. Confident in Brahimaj to win. Oh, the line is moving. Brahimaj minus 350. Ramiz to win. Chris Jenkins. I think Marco gonna win. Jenkins is a good opponent, but I think it is good for Marco's fighting style. I think Marco wins that one. Brahimaj submission. First, I'm gonna say Brahimaj inside distance. Then let me see, Brahimaj inside distance. Brahimaj, no KO, TKO. Minus 125. Minus 125. Brahimaj submission. Plus 100. I think golden standard like Brahimaj submission. This could even be a part of round robin, as Gilmore doesn't offer the greatest submission defense. So these are three picks that I would like, but Brahimaj submission is the most probable pick. Like, if you want to play super risky, then go Brahimaj KO, TKO plus 100 or pick around. But I think Brahimaj submission is pretty much on point. But that's what I think, like, the least. Well, I don't think this is kind of risky, as Brahimaj is extremely good on the ground. Alejandro Perez versus Jonathan Martinez. Jonathan Martinez to win, -235. I can't call Jonathan Martinez a lock. No, I can't. I explained everything in my prelim picks and predictions. You can check my playlist. So there's no need to repeat 10 times in a row. I have a strong faith that Jonathan Martinez versus Alejandro Perez is going to go over 2.5 rounds. And yeah. And interestingly, you see something. Fight goes over 2.5 rounds is -150. Fight goes to decision -175. So Martinez versus Perez over 2.5 rounds is -175. This is kind of decent odds. Let me see if fight starts round 3. No odd for fight starts round 3. I would like to play that, so I can't play it now. Martinez decision. +112. That sounds okay to me. That kind of pick sounds pretty much okay to me. Doesn't sound like a weird one. Then I'm gonna go with a further analysis. Ginyu Frey versus Hannah Goldie. Kinda pretty much sure that Hannah Goldie will have a hard time submitting Ginyu Frey. But on the other side, I'm a Ginyu Frey fan and I want Ginyu Frey to win so badly. So Hannah Goldie pulled out an impressive armbar in her last outing. On the other side, Ginyu Frey is a heck of a wrestler. So how are you, Ginge? Ginyu Frey to win is -180. I also like fight starts round 3 for Frey versus for Ginyu Frey versus Hannah Goldie. But I want Frey to win. I think this will be a tough fight for both guys. Southpaw Orthodox. Alejandro has some decent grappling. The small cage, I will like it to get more of a dogfight than Martinez would like. Yeah, that's true. Gonna be a tough fight to pick. I believe Martinez is in a very, very close contested combat. So that's how I see that fight going on at the moment. But anyway, Frey, I think Frey wins that one, but Goldie is tricky, man. Let me see if fight not going the distance. How much is the odd? Ginyu Frey versus Hannah Goldie. Fight doesn't go the distance. +200, not going the distance. That's good for risky pick. That's also good for pick. Good idea. I mean, if you really want to risk, really want to risk, that's a good idea. My wish is Frey decision. That is my wish. But again, I'm just having more confidence in Ginyu Frey to win. So Frey decision. +110. Goldie, no way she wins via decision. She's slow. Goldie is extremely slow fighter. She has great submission game, but she's extremely slow. So I do see Goldie as an extremely slow fighter in the stand-up. She can just win via BJJ, which is not that probable to happen. So yeah. And the next fight, Terence McKinney versus Fares Ziam. Ziam can take a shot, but Terence McKinney floored his recent opponent. I like the fight will not go the distance. Terence McKinney versus Fares Ziam. Doesn't go to decision. Yes, I see. McKinney versus Ziam. Down at 115. Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know it's down. Not going the distance is -110. Or that's something I like to hear. Again, again. I like these two things. I like Terence McKinney inside the distance. I like that one. Or McKinney KO TKO. I'm gonna tell you which odds I like, so you decide which one you like. Terence McKinney inside the distance plus 190. First time fighting in this small octagon in the UFC. Oh yeah, this is the first time. Terence via KO, PKO, I like too. Or I like Ziam decision. If the fight advances into round 3, I like Ziam decision because Terence is not the greatest gas tank in the world, as well as you know. I like Ziam decision plus 240. Yeah, I really much like Ziam decision. So, but I have a strong faith. And belief that we are not going to see this fight going the distance. I think Terence is going to try to knock his opponent out. So he should fish for that knockout blow by any means necessary. And I like Ziamba decision, but they have changed it into apology to Terence round 1 submission. I think he will try and overwhelm the steady kickboxer. If Terence wins, it has to be inside the distance. There's no other way for Terence to win, only inside the distance. Because if it goes the distance, Ziam is very, very, very tricky, and his cardio, his gas tank is brutal. So I'm scared by his gas tank, honestly. I'm honestly saying it scares me a lot. So that's the reason why I'm not... why I'd rather go with McKinney. Then in prelims, we got Josie and Nunis versus Ramona Pasquale. First, Nunes versus Pasquale. My first safe pick, not going the distance. That is my safe pick for that fight. And Nunes minus 200. Okay, fight doesn't go decision. Minus 200. Josie and Nunes to win. Minus 200. Nunes inside the distance. I like Nunes inside the distance, so Nunes inside the distance, minus 110. Minus 110. Nunes KO, TKO, plus 100. That's the odd I really, really like, Nunes KO, TKO, because Ramona Pasquale is way slower, and I'm not sure how much damage she can take, so... If I would have to choose, I would definitely, if I would have to fish for plus value, I would fish with Nunes, KO, TKO. That's what I would go. But I like Nunes to win. Also, the next fight is Ignacio Bahamondes versus Zhu Rong. Zhu Rong disappointed me when he was a heavy favorite. Now Zhu Rong then bounced back with something really much impressive, so... I'd rather go with a safe pick. Can't call it the safe pick, but something that's more likely to happen. Fight doesn't go, not going the distance, plus 100. Have a feeling somebody gets stopped. Ignacio to win is minus 220. Ignacio has great kicks. Nunes Pasquale not going the distance at minus 2, pretty safe and decent value. Yeah, pretty much okay. Also, I don't think Ignacio gonna finish Zhu Rong that easily. He can finish him in round 3, TC, but Zhu Rong can actually take a beating. So we might see some surprise coming because Zhu Rong is constantly cutting angles. That's one of the problems for guys like Ignacio Bahamondes, because when you constantly march forward and cut angles, you are irritating them. You are not letting them kick from long range, and it could be a very, very, very big problem, especially for those type of guys. So Ignacio by decision. That one is tricky. If I'd like to risk Bahamondes, I would go with plus 100, not going the distance. If I must pick a side, I think really it's a 50-50 fight, like picking a side. Zhu Rong to win. When he was a heavy favorite, he disappointed me heavily when he was a super heavy favorite, and it happened against Rodrigo Vargas. But then against Brandon Jenkins, he finished him easily, so I don't know. 50-50 for the winner. Rong to win is, I think, plus 180. I think Zhu Rong is very tough rival for Ignacio Bahamondes, so really 50-50 who's gonna win. I would rather go with fight not going the distance. Armen Petrosyan versus Gregory Rodriguez. Gregory Rodriguez is better on the ground, while Armen Petrosyan is better on the feet. So Armen Petrosyan versus Gregory Rodriguez. Not going the distance. He is gonna be my primary pick. So I hope this one comes to fruition. Armen Petrosyan versus Gregory Rodriguez. Doesn't go the distance. Okay, minus 450. I like Armen KO TKO. This is very much of a decent value. Armen Petrosyan KO TKO at plus 200. I like that value. And I like Gregory to win inside the distance, but my one leg, my side pick would be Armen. Armen to win for plus 135. That would be my side pick. But I also like another thing. I also like Rodriguez inside the distance, but I give greater chances to Armand. Rodriguez inside the distance, or maybe, I don't know, it could be a submission. Rodriguez knows to ground and pound people too, so Rodriguez inside the distance plus 100. Hey Niall, how are you doing, man? Hello, Giuseppe. Yeah, I like Armand to win via KO TKO. Armand to win, Armen Petrosyan. So that's something I also like to see. And the next fight, okay, just to hit the time lock, just 1 second. I'm discussing prelims. Sigma? What does that mean? Sigma male. Never heard of that. Okay, I will check later what that means. If it's a compliment, thanks. I don't know what that means. Let me see now. Okay. The next fight is Armand Zaruki versus Url Alvarez. That is our co-main event. Okay, I will look it up later, no problem. That is our co-main event of the evening. And no, this is like my co-main event of the evening. Compliment, thank you, man. I will check it out later, but thank you. This card used to be much better. It's missing Darius Rosenstrike, Tibur, and Span Kutelaba. Yes, I know, this card is kind of fucked up. But okay, it is what it is. Few bouts on short notice. And Alvarez versus Tsarukian, I was sleeping on Tsarukian. Now I'm not sleeping on Tsarukian anymore. I was like, the guy survived Makhachev etc. Can't wait to see what you ask on my story. Will do. As soon as I finish this, I will ask on your story, no problem. I was sleeping hard on Arman. Unfortunately, after Alvarez's performance, I'm having a big dilemma. So I'm going to stay on Arman. Yeah, main event 108, I agree. I'm going to stay on Arman, but I'm kind of scared, man. I don't know. I'm a bit scared. That's kind of a problem, man. I'm gonna stay on Armand Zaruki, but I'm a bit scared. Like, just to see something. See how much are the odds. Did something change? Armand Zaruki to win minus 200. That's fair odd. I like Armand to win for minus 200. In this fight, I'd rather not pick a method. Alvarez can also win. I'm scared, man. When I'm watching the odds, they are not giving many chances to Alvarez, and I think line is completely wrong. Line is very much wrong. They don't give chances to Alvarez at all, which is a bad mistake. Zaruki versus Alvarez. I like fight starts round 3. I like that odd. Armand to win minus 200. Nah, I'm gonna stay with fight starts round 3. That's also very much of a decent value. Fight starts round 3 is minus 140 here, which is also decent value. Alvarez to win is plus 240. I think Alvarez has very good chances to win. So I would rather stay away from picking a side. I was sleeping on Armand, but not anymore. You mean for my $5? Yes, I do have Brahimai and Makhachev for $5. That's what I have, Brahim and Makhachev. Only those two. I'm not that sure of other odds. I was thinking to put something else. I'm only doing this for fun, but I will give you some other ideas. That's not a problem. Ji Kim, Priscilla Cachoeira. Ji Kim versus Priscilla Cachoeira. Fight goes the distance. Minus 175. That's okay. I might go for Makhachev by decision. Could be. I think this line should be minus 110, minus 110. I agree. Maybe Armand should be minus 120, 125 or something like that. But yeah, you're right. Either it should have been a pick 'em or Armand should be very, very slight favorite, like this favorite. Maybe minus 120 or 125, but that's maximum. I agree with the pick 'em lines. And especially after that fight against Moises, I'm a bit worried because I don't know whether Alvarez is going to hit the scale. That worries me. Armand is not going to turn the fight down, but I'm worried whether Alvarez is going to hit the scale or not. So if you ask me what I'm afraid of, well, I'm afraid of Armand. I'm afraid of Url missing the scale. But other than the fight, it's going to be very, very competitive. I believe it's going to be very, very competitive. I do think Armand is going to have a hard time against Url, especially after the last fight. Cachoeira, Ji Kim, fight to go the distance, minus 175. Side pick. Let's go Cachoeira. She is the underdog. Plus 145. But I think fight goes the distance. Like Ji Kim, Priscilla Cachoeira, like majority of them, they're not finishers, and this fighting style, these guys are gonna stand and bang, maybe roll a bit, but I doubt we'll see a finish here. I doubt in that fight we're gonna see the finish. Next fight, the co-main event of the evening, Misha Cirkunov, Wellington Turman. Now this is an interesting battle. This is an interesting battle for multiple factors. I'm going to tell you why. The first thing is the fact that Misha Cirkunov is super skillful in BJJ. Second fact, Turman is also a great BJJ guy. So, what is that going to mean? Misha Cirkunov was mostly losing to strikers, as well as you know. I mean, you remember that he was knocked out on many occasions, but every single time when he wraps his hands around your neck, it's going to be a problem, right? Which round does Chandler finish Tony? Round 2, 3. I doubt Tony can trade with him for 5 rounds. Maybe round 3. So, Cirkunov versus Turman is an interesting pick, and I hope this is a pick and fight. Let me check. Yes, it is a pick and. Cirkunov to win minus 115, Turman to win minus 105, which is okay. How much is fight starts round 3? Cirkunov versus Turman, fight starts round 3 is minus 115. Well, I received it. I have those passports, so I mean, you do what you have to do. Like, you do what you have to do. That's my opinion. I picked Turman. Minus 105. I wouldn't be able to cross the border without that. They would make me a problem. So, yeah, I just did what I had to do, and that's it. I'm like, so I picked Turman to win minus 105. We can always ask a doctor that question, like, never been to medical college, so let me see the next, the main event of the evening. I see Makhachev winning. Makhachev to win minus 100. So, risky one, Makhachev decision. That could be risky one to see Bobby trading with him. I do think Bobby could survive. I hope he could survive. Fight goes to decision, plus 200. Makhachev decision. Makhachev decision. Whoa. I like that one. I really like that one. Bobby Green is having great gas tank. And his submission defense is not bad at all. But here's another good thing. Look at this. I'm looking at this line. Over 1.5 rounds, not much of a value here. Minus 200. Over 2.5 rounds, minus 110. Sounds okay. But here's the value. I like this a lot. Hello, Chewbacca. Look at this. Fight starts round 4. Plus 110. That's a decent odd and a decent value, right? So I'm telling which odds do I like on this one. And also just to hit the time frame. Just 1 second. Let me see. I got Armand Islam parlay. How much is it? Is it Armand is plus minus 200, I think. Makhachev minus. Oh yeah, you're gonna get around 2 odd. I have Brahima and Makhachev in parlay. I have them for $5, but I'm not going to get God knows how much money. A bit under 8, but yeah. 7.90 something, but it's like, you know, just for fun doing this. A bit above 8, yeah. A bit under 8, so that's one and only parlay I have. Now I'm gonna give you some round robin tips, which I believe good odds, which I believe bad odds here. Now let's see. Round robin. Altamirano to win. I like this round robin. Altamirano to win. Plus 105. I like Nunis KO TKO plus 100. And I like, hold on, who else did I pick? No, Goldie Frey, no. I like another one just to see. And Petrosian. KO, TKO. That's Petrosian, KO, TKO. Plus 200 or just Petrosian for plus 135. I like that round robin a lot. I like that round robin actually a lot. Altamirano to win, Josie and Nunis KO, TKO, and Petrosian KO, TKO. If it's like I have to go with a very, very much riskier stuff, that's what I believe might come to fruition. Now, I also like from underdog pick. Yeah, who is the most confident underdog for me? The most confident underdog is... again, I didn't pick many underdogs. I picked McKinney. I picked Altamirano. And I picked Petrosian. So the most confident underdog... Petrosian. I kind of have a good faith and belief that Petrosian might get this done. Especially with his knockout power, I do think this could be a nightmare fight for his opponent. So I think Petrosian could actually pull this out. Just to see, just to check. Just checking something. Give me a few seconds. I'm just checking odds. I'm just checking odds. Hold on, guys. Just a second, please. I'm checking odds. And I know what does Sigma male mean. So thank you so much, Niall. Thank you for this compliment. I really like this compliment. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram for sure tomorrow. I like this compliment. Hold on, I'm checking odds. I'm looking for some most confident picks. Are Makhachev and Ramiz. Makhachev and Brahim to win. These are like my most confident picks. So I have to take a look at something here. Have a dilemma. What else could work? Vahamondesh, Zhurong. Yeah, this like not going the distance. Jian Kim, Kachara. I don't know why the line is so much going in the favor of Jian Kim. She is good, but Kachara is a good fighter too. Cirkunov, Turman, that's a very close matchup. Fight starts round 3. Fight goes to decision. They believe the fight will not go to decision, which is like Cirkunov guesses out too quickly, especially at his minus 185. The problem with that fight is the fact that Cirkunov cuts a lot of weight, so it might affect his cardio in the later rounds. And I do believe that affecting his cardio in the later rounds might be a problem. I believe it might be a very, very big problem. So Misha Cirkunov, Peruvian necktie or something like that. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I just don't see it happening. It's for me, it's unimaginable. to see Misha Cirkunen like submitting this guy, because this guy is brutally good. His opponent, I think Wellington Turman is actually very much downgraded. I do think that the guy is very, very much downgraded, and I do believe he is heavily underestimated. So that's one of the reasons to believe that that giving advantage to Turman sounds actually like a good pick, but he is minus 105, not getting a plus value unless the line changes. Only getting plus value at FanDuel, at Bet365. I don't know, even Bovada doesn't let you have a positive value on this guy. Yes, I know. Makhachev is minus 1800. Yeah, I told you, $5. I'm gonna give if I win around 8. So I'm doing this more for fun. Hey, thank you for your great compliment. I know what does mean, like Sigma male, lone wolf. So that's a big compliment for me. Many people told me that even in Serbia, Bulgaria, they are telling me that in my state we translate Sigma. I've seen what that means. In my state, we translate it as a lone wolf. So successful lone wolf. That's how we translate it in my state. So thank you so much for this kind of a compliment. Also about Turman, I do think that Turman wins, but unfortunately he's not plus anymore. He used to be plus 105 yesterday. Now he's minus 105, so the line has moved. Zaruki and Alvarez. Alvarez sounds like a good dog pick if you want to risk. Armen Petrosyan has what it takes to finish his opponent. I might bet on Bobby for the joke. Well, if you want to put $1, why not? I think Bobby decision is a heavy odd. Bobby decision. Yeah, $1 brings 14. Like if you want to put $1 for fun, then I don't see it as a bad pick, just for fun. $1 brings $15. Really, man, it's awesome. It's just awesome. Just really, Hey, when we're already discussing rounds, hold on. When we're discussing rounds, I have some insane odd, extremely insane odd, when you mentioned betting for fun. Green, let me see. I have some insane odd, but let me just a second. What do you think about that one? Yeah, now we're discussing insane odds. Yeah, now we're discussing some very unrealistic odds, but Green to win by KO TKO round 5 is plus 4,500. Let me see. That is very unrealistic and Green. Which odd I like also? This is also excellent odd. Now we're talking some like if you wanna like put $1 all in to risk. That's like also Let me see what I like from those very risky odds. I'm gonna tell you very risky odds for every single fight. Brahimaj, let me see, Brahimaj submission round 2. Let me see how much is Brahimaj submission round 1, but I don't think it's no, plus 200. Low value. This is like we're fishing extremely unrealistic values, so no, that one not gonna happen. Altamirano, Josie, Nunis, Ramona, Pasquale. Nunis wins by TKO KO. Nunis wins in round 1. Nunis wins in round 1. I like that one. I like Nunis to win KO TKO round 2. Plus 600. I like this too. I'm just talking about unrealistic odds that I really like. So hold on, guys. Just hold on a bit. Perez, Martinez, hardly. I believe that one goes the distance. Just like Goldie, Genu, Frey. Goldie hard to finish. Terence McKinney. No, not released. Odds not released. It's not that easy to knock out Fares Zian, but Terence McKinney, AOTK round 1, I really like. I really like that for risk. But a lot hasn't appeared yet, so Vahamond, Zhurong. That's kind of tricky. Let me see Bahamond, Zhurong. No odds yet. Odds haven't appeared. Let me see Petrosyan, KO, TKO round 2. Petrosyan, KO, TKO round 2. Petrosyan, KO, TKO round 2 I like. Round 2 is plus 750. I'm just giving some risky odds that I like. Let me see. Jian Kim, Priscilla Cachoeira. How about Thurman wins round 3? Thurman wins round 3 is plus 1400. That's also very much potential, as Misha Tirkunov might be guessing in the later rounds, just to know. I already released, like for Makhachev Green, I released the most unrealistic odd somebody could have seen, but yeah. Hernandez, Zhurong. No. Zaruki and Alvarez. I believe it's gonna be a tough fight, so bit of the unrealistic odds. It would be probably over plus 1000, but I don't believe that's gonna happen. I believe it's gonna be a highly competitive fight. So let me see. I posted my round robin. Altamirano to win plus 105, Nunis KO TKO plus 100, and Petrosyan KO TKO plus 200, or just pick Petrosyan. These are just my ideas. Again, you can always re-scroll the chat. You can check it out. I mean, I'm always open for fans' questions. Every time I'm live, I'm open for fans' questions. So you can ask whatever you want. If I'm live, I will try to respond. And also, I like this compliment of... sorry. I like this compliment of being a Sigma male. Zaruki and Nunes. These are also my picks. I also picked Zaruki, and not confident like I used to be because of Alvarez's previous performance against Thiago. But I'm still staying with Zaruki if I must go straight side pick. And also Nunes, yes, Nunes is... I also picked her. How much is she? Nunes KO TKO is plus 100, just to see Nunes to win, how much is it? But she's also a favorite, like, I think minus 180, something, some big value. A minus 200, so that's okay. I'm like, I agree with that. I agree with that, Todd. Do agree with that, Todd. So these are also my picks, though. Hard to pick against CL. Hey, Dev, how are you? Big greetings. Please subscribe to this guy. Please subscribe to Dev the Dude one. I hope I read well. Please hit him a subscribe button. He is a host to BC, Dave, and Range, who are my admins. So big like to this guy. Thank you, no problem, man. I like Nunes opponent. I like Nunes opponent too, but Ramona Pasquale offers very poor head movement, and that's problem number one. Problem number two, Nunes is like a tank. I don't think Petrovsky is UFC caliber. I agree. Petrovsky or Petrovsky? You mean Andre Petrovsky, right? Nunes gonna KO her. I have Nunes KO TKO. This is my expectation, of course. I put Makhachev and Brahime for, on my parlay, but I think Nunes has very great chances to knock out Ramona Pasquale, as Ramona Pasquale head movement is very much poor. Yeah, you think Andre Petrovsky. Well, I'm backing you up. You see, Robert Sela and Ilya Pilipovic are two only guys who can irritate me with every single sentence. And you know why? Because their arguments are literally every single time on point. I mean, this is positive. I'm not criticizing you, just to know. This is not negative criticism. This is positive criticism. Because when somebody has such a strong argument like Robert and Delia, this is like every single time they write argument on point. I don't know. These guys are extremely, extremely knowledgeable. She is very green, but I can see her get the finish over Nunes. I'm not a big fan of Nunes. I am neither too. I'm also not a big fan of Nunes, but you said well, she is green. She's very green, and this is her outing. But yeah, Robert, you and Delia are always literally with arguments on points. The fight is up at 145. Yes, I know. That kind of worries me a bit. And also, Jamie has extremely good arguments. Oat is the beefy one, my mod. Every single time he has extremely great arguments. So, like, this is high quality channel because of you guys, not because of me. It's because of you, because I have a community of people who know what they're talking about. We are anti-Western chats. Oh, really? You're good. You're the king. Anyway, yeah, the fight is up at 145. That's true. That fight, I know. That fight is up, and the fact that it's at 145 also, I'm not sure whether is this Pasquale's? Yeah, she's a featherweight. Yeah, I know Nunes accepted to move one division up. I know she's accepting a short notice, but I am worried because Pasquale doesn't have, she has no head movement, and that worries me. And her footwork is pretty much poor, and I'm not sure that she can take a beating from Nunes. I'm not sure that she can take that much beating. I mean, Bea Malecki is a different world. Bea Malecki doesn't know to eat shots. That's like, I mean, Bea Malecki is a model, not a fighter, and I know I'll say that I have something against her. No, I don't, but she's not for this sport. I mean, Pani Kianzad is the best Swedish female fighter, but she's nowhere near Pani Kianzad. So that's what I'm trying to say. Pasquale just KO'd the bum. Yes, I follow Invicta too. I have UFC on Fight Pass, and I know what fight are you talking about. I exactly know what fight are you talking about. And I know why are you saying that, and I have to say that you are 100% on point. You want to say that the fight about Shamir Pishiva. Can I ask you one thing? Who is that Pishiva girl? I've never heard of her. If you heard of her, you can let me know, because I don't know that girl. I've seen that fight and I've seen the KO, and you are right. She was standing in one place whole matchup. I'm like, what? Pasquale demolished the bundle. Well, you are right, guys. I rewatched that at UFC on Fight Pass. I didn't even know to pronounce that name. I needed to try a few times to pronounce her name. But who is that fighter? I don't know her. I usually know majority of fighters, because I'm very much, how to say, I'm very much methodic when it comes to MMA. I'm really trying to follow as many promotions as I can, but I don't know that girl. I've seen her for the first time in my life. Ramona Pasquale I've heard of, but that's Shamir Pishiva. Sorry if I misspelled, but never heard of her. Pascal is getting slapped on bed. Let me check one thing. One thing I need to check. Pichia beat two girls that now have 1-3 records. I don't know her. Thank you for giving me that info. I lost both women's fights last Saturday. Please subscribe, Dev the Dude one, please. Just give him, just subscribe, Dev the Dude, please. Lost both. Yeah, and I assume you're gonna stay away from female fights right now. Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay, and yeah, I rewatched that fight from Ramona Pasquale, and I'm like, this girl had no moment. She was like, I don't know, how did she even ink Invicta FC contract? Do you need some special? Do you need to have to fulfill some terms to get onto Invicta, or how do you even get that Invicta FC contract? They have some really good fighters, like for example, Kay Hansen is a good fighter. She now competes at UFC, and they were having some extremely big bumps. For example, okay, Pearl Gonzalez not a bad, but there were many bad fighters that fought at Invicta, and there were many good ones too. For example, that Icelandic fighter Suna Davidsdottir, I was like, when I heard she was inked, I was like, what the heck? Pishiva isn't horrible, good wrestler. I don't know. I know nothing about her, so I've only seen Ramona destroying her. Yeah, Kayla Harrison. I mean, they were having some really good fighters, but there were terrible mistakes in the history of Invicta. Like there were very, very bad fighters. So I don't know how they ink fighters, but I think when somebody is coming off Invicta, she can be the best and she can be the worst. It's like, I don't know which criteria are they using when they ink fighters, but I do like Invicta. I like to rewatch it, as I usually sleep when Invicta airs, when Invicta is on air, but I rewatch it later. I turn it on later, and when I do something, or when I work, I put it on the other screen and then rewatch. So that's like, or I can turn the fight that I want to watch. Yeah, it's okay. It's pretty much okay. I mean, it's a great chance to give females the opportunity to fight, which is very much okay to me. And also the first ever, you can call it the first ever female promotion. It is good for the popularity of the sport. That's how I see it. I see it as a very, very big step up for the popularity of the sport. And I do believe that this sport might actually get way better with Invicta. I got both female fights correct last week. Way to go, man. Last week, females fights Females fights were not easy last week. Female fights were kind of tricky last week. Way to go, man. Also, when it comes to female fights, needless to say that in the beginning of this sport, we were having a lot of stoppages in female fights. So just remember, for example, Ronda Rousey. She was defeating everybody. Yeah, the Paula didn't win, I know. I know, but judges said she won. I know. Judges said the Paula won. I picked against Egger and I made a mistake. And at the Paula fight, I didn't pick side. I picked something different. So I think I was accurate. I was on point that fight. But for Egger, I missed. Egger had big reach advantage in female MMA. Oh, yes, she does. Yes, I missed on Egger's fight. I wasn't correct on Egger's fight. I was thinking Rose Clark was going to control her for 3 rounds. But obviously, I made a mistake, and it wasn't the smartest choice that I made. I'm not proud of it, but I completely forgot. When I seen later that she rolled with Gabi Garcia, I was like, whoa. He had the power, but close. I bet Rose Clark with my heart. Yeah, I understand how it means. I understand what you mean by that. I know, man. It's never an easy job, you know. Never an easy job. It can be pretty much irritant, you know. Pretty much can be irritant. I subscribe to your channel just to know, mate. I hit everybody subscribe button to the dude. I subscribe to your channel, so yeah, like okay, and yeah, Rose Clark with the heart. I know, man. It's a never easy job. Also for Egger, I made a brutal mistake. I made a brutal mistake on that fight. When I've seen later, when some of my fans wrote me after the fight, did you see that she took part in a tournament with Gabi Garcia? I'm like, what? I completely forgot to say that. No, I completely forgot to say that, and I was like, when I've seen that, I was like, oh, ouch, love the channel, man, great picks. Thank you, dude. I was like, no. When I've seen later, when my fans told me that she rolled with Gabi Garcia, I was like, man, is it possible that I was so stupid? I completely overlooked that. And I know that Egger was a judoka. I know that Egger is a judoka. And she comes from judo, which is a grappling martial art. But BJJ is a whole different level. I train BJJ. I'm also training MMA in the gym. Got 8 dogs this Saturday. I got only 3. I usually pick 3 or 4, so this is normal for me. I only picked 7 dogs once, and you know when... Do you remember that Reese McKee Hamza Chimaev card? What was that card? It was in Dubai, I believe. That card in Dubai, Reese McKee and Hamza Chimaev were fighting on that card. I picked 7 dogs. I remember that very well. That was my record. I usually pick 3 or 4. So usually I'm around 3 or 4. But that's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm trying, you know. I don't pick a side every single time, but Range is forcing me. Range is like, Vlad, pick a side. He's killing me with side pickings. I got to say, it's not easy to pick a side sometimes. Same here, going big this weekend. I understand. Like, you also picked Armen Petrosyan, right? And you also picked Vitor Altamirano. You're saying you picked... How do you mean you picked 8 dogs? But there are many pick and fights this weekend. I assume you picked Altamirano, maybe Perez, McKinney. McKinney can't win. You picked Zhurong, right? Or pick probably Petrosyan, Kachera, Turman. Who did you pick anyway? You got 8 dogs. Armand the Superman. I think Armand is a favorite. McKinney. Yes, McKinney probably gonna win it, unless the fight goes the distance. McKinney probably gonna win. I think Armand is a heavy favorite, like -240. My best bet, Zaruki and Nunis this week. Actually, I'm most confident in Ramiz Brahima and Islam Makhachev this week, but again, there is a possibility that we might see some changes. So that's like I'm most confident in them. I think Tsarukian wins, but Wellington Thurman, I agree with you. Hey, Thurman is an underdog. Oh shit, I completely forgot that. Then I picked another underdog. Hold on. Thurman, side pick Petrosyan. Then Thurman, Petrosyan. Side pick, another side pick Cachoeira. Side pick McKinney, side pick Altamirano. Then I got 5 dogs. Oh, thank you, Nana Rogue. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, then I picked 5 of them. Then I picked 5 sides. So side picks. Anders. Then I have more. What? Armand plus 140. Then I'm picking him too. I was able to place a big bet on Alex Pereira plus 105 versus Bruno Silva. What do you think of that fight? Good luck, man. I think Alex is going to win. If he's able to to keep this fight standing, he wins. So good luck with that. Plus 140. I didn't know he's the underdog. I'm just gonna say who I picked from straight picks. Let me see who are underdogs. Altamirano, McKinney, Turman. But they are close fights. I didn't know they are like dogs, but they are very close fights. Petrosyan. Sorry, too scared to pick him. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, smash the like button if you can, please. Means a lot. Thank you again, Nanola Rogue, for the super chat. Means a lot. Thank you. Very much great support, and appreciate it. Anyway, I wanted to pinpoint some other aspects of the game. For example, I think Robocop will get KO'd. I also picked Petrosyan KO, TKO. I think Armand Petrosyan is very much of a. I think Armand Petrosyan is very much of a better striker than Jordan Williams, which you've probably seen. You've probably seen that he is very much of a better striker than Jordan Williams. So if he got KO'd by Jordan Williams, he will have to drag Armand to the ground instantly or he'll get fucked up. So you know what I mean by that, do you? He's gonna get fucked up if he doesn't do as I said. And yeah, I also think he's gonna get KO'd. Like with Armand Petrosyan, you can't stand on the feet. Also, you can't stand with Melsik Bagdasaryan on the feet, so that's the way it goes. You simply can't stand and bang with those guys on the feet, and that's something that kind of impresses me with these guys. That they're extremely, how to say. Some people would say that Armenian kickboxers and strikers are a bit overrated, but I don't think so. I think they actually hit very hard. He had to go with Alvarez this weekend. Okay. I think I have 5. Robocop's best path to victory. Drag the fight to the ground and hold, or go for submission. Yeah, it's hard to pick against. I understand. I'm worried in the first place whether Yoel is going to hit the scale. That's my greatest fear. And then we can talk about everything else. I mean, no offense, but you know why I'm afraid of that. You probably know that better than me. I mean, you know that, right? I'm afraid because the guy didn't hit the scale last time, and Moises claimed that it was very hard to fight heavier opponent. Robo will guess. Yes, he's going to guess in round 3. Absolutely, he's gonna guess. That's true. Sorry, I must take my meds. Yeah, he is definitely gonna guess if the fight advances into later rounds. Robocop has to submit Arman within the first 2. Not gonna be easy. Arman's takedown defense is pretty solid. Yoel is huge, extremely huge. Very, very tall fighter. Very, very tall fighter. And I don't even know what is he looking for at lightweight. Why doesn't he go to welterweight? He would be one of the biggest at welter. Him and Bahamondes are so huge, and they are missing weight. They are missing weight in lightweight. Why don't they go one division up? That would be easier path for them. I believe that would be a way easier path for them. And me, I just have a feeling this would be something different for both of them. And I do think that would be a great way to go, even if they move one division up, especially Bahamondes. I mean, okay, Yoel, man, he can fight at heavier weight class. Also, Alex Pereira to win. I think Alex Pereira has very, very, very good chances against Bruno Silva if he keeps the fight standing. Yes, he has very good chances. Silva is a strong guy, but he's not better striker than Alex Pereira. On the other side, if he wrestles, it's going to be a problem. Thoughts on Eddie Hall versus Thor Bjornsson is happening March 19th. I think I'm going to go with Eddie Hall on that one. Well, can't say that I'm that much impressed, but let's go, Eddie. Soldić. Na ovaj KSV se ne bori, ne znam za koga je zakazan, stvarno ne znam. Na ovaj KSV ga nema. Jok, nema. Ma jok. Nema Soldića sad. There was no drug testing. What would be the best substance for a fighter to take? It depends on your preferences. For example, if you have no cardio, then how is that substance called? TJ Dillashaw substance. He was erythropoietin. If you have no cardio, erythropoietin. If you have no power, then testosterone or some how you say, or something similar with testosterone. If you have no cardio, erythropoietin or EPO. If you have no power, some testosterone or something related with testosterone, or something anabolic, anything anabolic. It depends on the feature, man. Where do you lack? If your reaction time is poor, then you need some pill that will cause this. Some pill that will cause. We call this tremor when your hands shake. Then you need, if you don't react well, you need any substance that will cause tremor or shaking or faster reflexes. That's gonna help you. If you have injury, you've seen majority of fighters smoking weed. You know why they do it? Because it relaxes muscles. They don't care about anything. They're like, okay, I'm injured, but I'm gonna fight because you know what I mean by that, do you? That's why majority of fighters do it. Also, weed helps with cardio, as you've seen in the case of Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz. But listen, that's a whole science about those substances, and I would really need to make a video that lasts for 2-3 hours about it, because this is a very, very much statistical video, and I have one book about it, but if I record that video, it's gonna last for 2-3 hours, and people are going to be very angry at me because the video is very long. But for example, for example, cannabis, I don't know whether you call it like that. Cannabis is good because you watch like this when you take it. You watch like this. You don't watch like this, but you're focused on your opponent. It increases the level of focus. And when you're fighting, you're like this. You're like this watching your opponent. There is nobody. If people throw you from right or left, you're going to ignore it because you're focused on the goal. So, what else? We call this opiates. I don't know how you call it in the US, but these are meds that help your body relax. We call them opiates. I don't know how you call them in the US, but they relax you 100%. And those meds are used when somebody is too anxious ahead of the fight, or when somebody doesn't react well. I'm telling good sides, but there are also side effects. I have a whole book about it, but I was learning that in college. But everything is written in that book. So HHG. Do you know what is HHG? We call it. I know in my native language, but I don't know how you call it. HHG. Like growth hormone, but it's not. It's a derivative from growth hormone. It's not like pure growth hormone. It's a derivative from growth hormone. RoboCup submission round 1. Could be, Selman. Could be. Big ratings to you. HHG, for example, that is going to massively increase the power of the peripheral areas of your body, which means it massively improves the power of your hands, arms, shoulders, and legs, which means the more power is going to transition into the peripheral parts of your body if you use HHG. So, but this is like, I had the highest grade from that subject, but it's science, man. Believe me, it's every single substance, it's a science. It's and everybody is not going to react the same to, for example, the same substance. For example, if someone's body don't tolerate, let's take an example, hemoglobin, no. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. This. HCG, how? HGH, I think. This. Hold on. Human growth hormone. Može i to. I mean on this substance, Real News MMA. I mean on this substance, click on the link. Jeste, to je to, samo ne znam na engleski to ja kažem. On testosterone would be deadly, powerful counter strikes. Yeah, exactly. Jeste, samo što oni imaju, vidi, to sam učio na fakultetu, oni imaju bukvalno različite nazive za različite hormone. Sad ne zovemo ih mi isto i oni, onda je problem. Ne znam kako da im kažem. Jeste, slažem se. I agree. Yeah, that's it. That's the substance I was thinking about, human growth hormone. That's the substance I was thinking about, because it will massively increase the power of the peripheral areas of your body. Pa, rekao sam ti, zavisi šta želiš da postigneš i zavisi šta ti fali. Tako da i jeste i nije, ok, to je onako dosta složeno pitanje jedno. Yeah. What language is this? This is Serbian. I'm talking with my fan in Serbian. Yeah, but I'm trying to explain that every single substance that you take has positive and negative aspects. Yeah, I agree. Da, I to se slažem. I agree. So I'm trying to pinpoint. I will start taking all of these substances immediately. Thanks, Vlad. No problem, man. HGH can have some bad side effects, acromegaly, TC, absolutely, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not a fan of it. I'm not talking against it. So listen, for example, you have no cardio, you take EPO, fine, no problem. You're gonna have TJ Dillashaw cardio. But what after that? What when you stop taking it? Stress, anger, shaking, and inability to sleep, insomnia, nausea, many side effects. So I'm telling you, you're gonna get something, but you're gonna lose something too. It's up on you. I don't want to sound like I'm criticizing someone. No, I'm not criticizing anybody. I'm very liberal, like America, for example. I'm very liberal. I think everybody should find his own way in life. But my duty is to tell you what is good side of it and what is bad side of it. You are humans. You can choose. Ears can grow, jaw in, etc., and never go back to normal. Absolutely. And your hands can grow, man. Your nose can grow. This can grow. Ears. Absolutely. The peripheral areas of your body can grow. Even just fingers. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Pa da, baš to. To je. So that's what I'm trying to pinpoint right now. Everything has good and bad sides, guys. And I'm trying to tell you that we should be cautious about that because, as the guy said, yeah, acne and anxiety are also side effects, just like Konstantin says. Tips for stress. Tips for stress. It depends on where is the stress coming from. The thing that helped me when I visited a psychiatrist is to eliminate the cause of the stress. Since I was unable to eliminate the cause of the stress, she prescribed me some meds that cure my anxiety, and that helped me. But I'm blood type A, so I got some meds that are pretty much helping me with my anxiety and PTSD. So meds are good. I don't know about other substances. I'm telling what doctor told me. The best thing would be to eliminate the reason of the stress if possible. If not possible, then there are psychotherapies. There are I don't know. There are meds. It depends. It depends on the issue, really. But I think the doctor is the best for that question. I'm like, I can only tell you my case, but I don't know whether it's going to help you much or not. Sve kako treba. Tako je. Pa tako je, upravo si. Acromegaly is what Andre the Giant suffered with naturally. Tip for stress 420. 420, I don't know. Never tried it, so I can't say yes or no. If you think it helps, then okay. But I have never tried it, so I cannot judge something I haven't tried. I'm not saying it's okay or not, but the best thing would be eliminating the cause of stress. That would be the best tip, to eliminate the cause of stress, if possible. That would be yeah. If you can eliminate the cause of that stress, no problem, Kirby. If you can eliminate the cause of that stress, that would be amazing. For example, I was living with my parents, and when I moved out, my stress mysteriously vanished. I became calm person, but then some other things happened, etc. Of course, now I've got some meds, and meds are awesome. Meds are really awesome, really much helping. I can find the 420 excellent regarding stress, but eliminating the problem is the best method by far. Well, that's the problem. That's something that helped me in the first place, eliminating the problem. But again, if you're constantly under stress because of the same issue, that's going to make a mess out of your life. So eliminating the problem would be the best if possible. But if not possible, then it could be a big problem, Then it could be a very, very much of a big problem. So, but if you can eliminate the cause of the stress, it is awesome. It is really much awesome. That's what I did, and it helped me a lot. So, but again, everybody doesn't have the money to pay for the rent or to live with somebody. Somebody maybe cannot handle living with somebody. It's kind of complicated. Because every human is different, and there are some things we mustn't ignore when trying to go with therapies and such things. So it depends. But the doctor helped me a lot. So my meds are prescribed towards my blood group, and that's awesome. That's awesome because knowing there are good people around you. For example, if you're surrounded by good people, the level of stress is lower or decreased. But again, you must have problem. You must, for example, pay bills. You have problems with the kiddo, with your pet, everything. As the time goes by, it gets harder and harder. It gets harder and harder as the time goes by, and it depends. Somebody can tolerate more, somebody cannot tolerate much. Owning a pet is good for stress too. Yeah, absolutely. For example, I'm a huge cat lover, but a neighbor has a cat, and I pet her every single day. So it's like I'm having a cat. She loves me. She adores me. Do you have a morning routine? Yes, I do have a morning routine. I do. I get up. I do record a few predictions. Then I sometimes go running, sometimes go for a walk, take a cup of coffee. I also like to take tea with lime. I really like to take tea with lime in the morning. That's something I really, really like to do. And sometimes I go running, sometimes I go training, sometimes I work. It depends. Usually in the morning. It's I'm fresh in the morning, and I'm trying to use my morning. How to say? I'm trying to use my morning well. I don't want to waste my morning, if you know what I mean. Petting an animal is extremely relaxing for both. Yes, it is, of course. My neighbor in Belgrade, where I live, he has a cat. But whenever she's in front of building, she exits in front of building, and I pet her all the time. And she's very much happy when she sees me. No, she's very, very much happy. She's very much happy when she sees me, and that's something that really much that I like really much. She's very much of a cute animal. But he has a normal cat. I would say like a street cat, but she's not looking like a breed cat, just a regular gray cat. But she's so cute. No, regular gray cat. Hold on, it's my throat a bit fucked up right now, so that's the best I can do. Right now, my throat is kinda, how to say, not in the best state, so that's the best meow mate impression I can do right now because spot on. Yeah, I watched Cat from Hell today, so I was laughing my ass off when Jackson was trying to deal with some cat who was attacking the other cat, and it was so funny. It was so funny when she was attacking the other cat. But at the end of the day, that's why we live for. That's why we live for. Why we are dealing with those things. Oh, I don't know Paddy Pimblett. Sorry, I don't know Paddy Pimblett. It's very hard to copycat his voice and moves. He has a typical British accent, which I'm having a hard time copycatting British accent. Hey, how are you, man? How's everything doing? I'm doing great. You? Just having hard times, trying to get into the spirit of things, going live, and that's around it. So, I'm like waiting for something. Maybe I'm gonna hang around for a few more minutes. I'm waiting for some guy to message me, but no. I think I will have to go pretty much soon. I should have an interview with a bare knuckle fighter, so I should end the stream soon. Oh yeah, guys, I just need to say, okay, should be having an interview soon, so please, if you haven't, rewatch the stream. I wrote every single tip. You can rewatch the stream tomorrow. If you accidentally missed, you can rewatch tomorrow. I don't plan to lock it, so you can watch it, you can enjoy, you can see how everything goes, and have a great day, everyone. I mean, thank you for being here. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for staying so loyal, and I've got nothing but the best for you guys. I will continue working hard, and it's Bellator. I think on Friday. I think this time I will be able to cover Bellator. I think because when it's not on the same day, when it's not on the same day, I have the ability to cover. I think it's on Friday. Have a good one. Good picks. Thank you, guys. And good luck this weekend. Also for Bellator, I'm gonna air on Thursday. I'm gonna air like Bellator stream. Also tomorrow for members, gonna release Bellator odds. So have a great day, everyone. Goodbye. Catch you later.